whether you're a fan of him or not, I think everyone is human, right? The guy said he's going to do one thing, and then in the backside, he's doing another, banning people. He doesn't like this reporter, that reporter. To me, that's just human. Like, listen, he owns the company. He doesn't give a f you have to say about it.
Web3 is changing. The largest ticket seller in the world. Tesla. Elon Musk just changed his Twitter logo.
On the topic of social media, something just popped in my brain, but about a year ago from now is when Elon Musk bought X.
That's right.
And, you know, since then, I have used it a lot more, not because he bought it, just because of crypto, but I have definitely seen a lot of changes that are positive, but I've also seen just as many, if not more, changes that are negative. I mean, that platform is so hard to use. If I was not in crypto, I would not be on Twitter. My feed is so dog shit. I'm just going to say it like how it is, because it is so bad. Yeah. I don't even enjoy going on the platform. Like on Instagram, I feel like it's very targeted. I see like I'm very engaged on that platform. I want to stay on it. But with Twitter, I'm like, fuck. Going back into my 9 to 5 out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this on many roundtables. We've talked about X a lot on the roundtables with our friend Jim. And, you know, I understand the idea that Elon had a vision, but like earlier this week, Elon said that creators will not be monetized on their tweets that have community posts or community notes. Did y'all see that?
Yes, I did. And I think that's a great way to attack the problem of misinformation on social media. It really de-incentivizes people to not post shitty content or false information.
Okay, well, in theory, but the way community notes work, every post has a community note. They are so easily brigadeable by people that this is basically Elon just saying we're not paying you, which I love the spin that it's like that he's really being altruistic with this and wanting truth when he is so petty that he'll like just ban any user he doesn't like what they say. This is him not having money to pay creators. I mean,
well, let's just make it known on the record that, you know, we have 2 big Elon fans here and maybe one not so big Elon fan, but you bring up a very valid point that he is using it maybe as a mask, you know, because they might not have the money to pay for that monetization. However, the community notes thing almost reminds me of Wikipedia, right? Mm-hmm. Anyone can go on Wikipedia, they can write stuff. However, it's typically, from what I understand, you would know better, it's typically checked. Like if it's false information on Wikipedia, it's only going to survive for so long. And I think it's the same thing with community notes. If I write on someone's, factual post, I write misinformation as a community note, it's going to be very quickly overrun by the truth. So I think also what I like about this is it is decentralizing the platform a little bit more, because it's putting the accountability and the responsibility back on the users. And I think that's an important thing, although it might not always work out in favor of what you intend it to in theory, right? But the fact that now users are responsible for saying, hey, this post is true, this post is not, I think it goes back to the ethos of decentralization. They created a platform and said, here you go. Now it's your turn to really manage it, run it, and, you know, work with it. So,
well, it's also I think it's important to understand the mechanics of the community notes thing. It's not just anybody can leave a community note. Like it's a somewhat vetted group of people. You have to apply to be in that. So it's not, otherwise it's just the replies to a tweet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit more of a Wikipedia effect. The reason why Wikipedia works is because there's to use the parlance of 4chan, it's weaponized autism. It's the people that are very, very, let's just call them very diligent about their information fidelity. Yeah. They gravitate towards being a Wikipedia editor, and it's a self-policing group of people. Well, it's similar to the community notes. You have to apply to be in it. You have to give application, and people in the community notes program will vet it. So it can't be just publicly brigaded by casuals. Mm-hmm. Right, which is something that is a vulnerability in Wikipedia, at least for, flash news events, right? They have to lock down an article if somebody dies or something like that, because people will brigade it and vandalize it.
So I didn't know that, and that's cool. I like it in concept, I guess. It still is a little odd on it because he's such a like free speech, anti-censorship, positing person. But this also leads to something we talk about. You have to pay, right, for the blue check to even be monetized, which is something we talk about a lot in terms of like Web3 and basically having to pay to play and exist within that ecosystem. But that is also kind of the definition of a Ponzi scheme.
Kind of like, I don't know. To me, it's just I don't know what you would call
Also,
it.
look,
It's not a positive thing. The blue check program is annoying.
It's annoying, but it's fucking genius, dude.
I don't know.
If you're not paying $8,
The problem is this. I can't call it genius because the issue is that now you don't know who like is authentically who they say they are, because I can go in, like if William Shatner deletes his account tomorrow,
I understand.
I can go get a blue check William Shatner account.
Well, there's that Twitter account named Satoshi Nakamoto,
right,
who just held a Twitter Spaces.
Yeah.
Look, whether you're a fan of him or not, I think everyone is human, right? The guy said he's going to do one thing, and then in the backside, he's doing another, banning people. He doesn't like this reporter, that reporter. To me, that's just human. Like, listen, he owns the company. He doesn't give a fuck what we have to say about it.
Well, and see, so this week he specifically came out and said in some comment to somebody that you won't need a bank account anymore because X is going to be that platform.
Wow, I'm so glad you brought this up, because there's been so many hints throughout the time since before Elon even bought X that he wants to introduce crypto payments, crypto, rails onto X. And now this week he made a statement saying that X will be like a payment platform or a financial institution. Who knows what that means? But I believe they got their money transfer license.
It's not hard to get. Yeah.
So
as I found out, it's a free form on the internet. You just got to fill it out.
That's funny. Probably found out the hard way.
That's exactly how I found it out. Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.